Start recording. All right, when you're going to want to open up a brand new project and select a new all. If you open up an old one, go to new all, and then we're going to go to file and import this way instead of clicking and dragging. So you're going to go to choose import, and where is mine? Right, I think this is it. And you're just going to click OK. All right, and what you want to do here is up here, you're going to press S to activate snap. You're going to right click on the snap options, and you're going to click grid point to get rid of the grid points, and you're going to leave it, check these two boxes right here, endpoint and midpoint, and then click out of this. And now you're going to click on standard primitives, go to AEC extended, and this is where the wall option is. And now you are snapping in at these points. So what you're going to want to do is make the exterior walls first. Bonk. And you can, while you're making a wall, you can hold Alt and navigate the scene here, because you're going to want to navigate around and orbit around so you can make sure that you're snapping into the right sections. So I'm going to do all the big sections first, meaning this is a thick interior wall, as you can see, and it breaks off into a smaller, this is a thick exterior wall and it breaks into a smaller exterior wall. So I'm going to do the big one first, and then I'm going to right click. I'm going to go around and do all the big sections of wall first, and depending on if you snap on the left side or the right side of a line, will determine the left or the right side here. So you click left if it's the left side you're going, or I'm using the right side of the lines, so I'm choosing right. And then you can adjust the width. You have to do this now before you get out of creating the wall. So you adjust the width right here. So you want to go through and do all these lines first. Orbiting around. To where we started. It doesn't matter if it's a different color, different wall, we'll attach it later. I probably should have attached it here, but that's completely fine. And now what you want to do is this next section. So I'm going to do this little section right here of wall, which looks like it's the bedroom. And then I'm going to expect you to do the interior walls yourself. I'm not going to do that as an example. I'm going to show you how to do doors and windows. So now what I'm going to do is adjust this in half. So it looks like it's roughly half the size of this, maybe a little less. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is 30. I'm going to reduce that in half, 15, and go ahead and just change a little off and say 12, and I can adjust it when I want. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I deselect this section of wall first, and then go back to the wall. Change this to, let's just say 12. I can change it like I said. So I start here. I need to change the justification as well, it looks like. And here. And right click to get out of that, and then I'll change the justification to left. And it looks like, if I look at it from the bottom, my wall is much bigger. And it looks like I screwed that up, so I should delete this and do the wall again. So I'm going to do the inside corners from here to here to making sure I get right there. Did I screw that up again? No. Now I changed it to right justification because I did that wrong. And now I can look at the bottom and see that I'm just a little bit wider than I need to be, or is that pretty close? It's pretty close. This is where the window's at, so it looks like I got it right on the money. And if you needed to adjust it, you could do that here. Try to just get it right on the line. Alright, now I'm going to right click to get out of that. I'm going to show you how to do, excuse me. Well, do all the interior walls next, and then you're going to attach these. So you'll go to the Modify tab and click Attach, and attach all the walls, all the interior walls. Make sure that you don't click on the floor plan because it will attach that. So what I'm going to do now is add some windows, but first I'm going to press Alt-X to clear this out. So I'm going to expect you to go through and do all this, ignore all the furniture, and I'm going to go to AE Extended and do, where is this at? Right here, click on Windows. And now I'm going to click, let's just say, if you want to get a feel for what all these look like, you can drag them off to the side and then see what they look like yourself. So the first click determines the length, the next click determines the width, and then the click after that determines the height. Okay, so it's pretty easy, and then when you snap into these grid points, it does it for you, basically. So I'm just going to go ahead and use siding, and I'm going to click here, making sure I use the points that I've drawn here. And after you make a window, according to your plans, when it matters, when you're going to do your own floor plans, you'll determine the height that you put, or that we set for, that we set specifically in class. So right here, I'll just change this to 75. Actually, that looks awful. I'll just change it to 125. All right, you're going to want to go through and do all your windows. The door is the same exact way. The door is right here. You're just going to click on door, figure out what these doors look like, drag them off to the side as an example, and then you're going to go through, do your doors here, your exterior doors, and then you're also going to do your interior doors. Be mindful of the double doors here. So when you do your walls, you're going to put your walls directly through the doors. Okay? So take a good look at the floor plan to determine where the walls are at first, and then you're going to go in and put them in. And then as you see here, the wall interacts with the window just like this. It just sort of exists around it. So after you put in all your windows, you're going to turn snap off, and you're going to press W. And down here on the Z-axis, you'll see that I'm at 0 centimeters, meaning it's on the ground. So you're just going to lift it. And when we do our floor plan specifically in AutoCAD, you will be required to put the height of the window, or we'll just have a standard. We'll have a standard distance from the bottom of the window to the ground. So you go through, do that, turn snap off, move the windows all up, and then you're pretty much done. Just a basic floor plan here with windows, and we're not going to put any materials in this module. That's it. We're just getting acquainted with the wall tool and the windows and the doors. And as you see right here, there's a little bit of a gap, which we could go in and fix by just selecting this end here. At the very end, we can turn this into an editable poly, select this polygon right here, and slide it against the wall. But right now, when you're just making the walls right here, that doesn't really matter that much. So that is the end of that video.